How's it going, everybody? Thanks for taking a couple minutes to check out my channel. It is the 7th of October. I've been fortunate enough to harvest a decent sized doe. I'll be processing her in a few minutes here. But I'm still getting ready for trapping season. In a couple weeks, we'll be able to put some steel on the ground. I'm really looking forward to that. I was put into contact with a guy who's selling his trapping collection. He has a lot of traps. I didn't really realize the scope of what he had until I got to his place to see it. I was just in the market for a dozen or so traps, and my brother wanted a dozen or so. He literally has boxes of unopened traps. I picked up a dozen Sleepy Creek 1 3/4. I'll show you one of them in a minute. Picked up a dozen MB 550s from my brother. But when I got to his place, he told me he had a big trapping collection, but I didn't really realize it until I was seeing it all. So he left me take a bunch of pictures. At the end of here, I'm going to do a slideshow showing some of his trapping slash hunting slash fishing mount and trap collection. He has mounts of about anything that you could trap, hunt, or catch on a fishing rod. He's got mounts of all kinds of stuff. Really cool. And there's loads and loads of bear traps. So you'll see a lot of those coming up. He's just selling everything except for a few keepsakes. He just said he's got to get rid of it. It's coming to that time in his life. But here, I'll show you one of these Sleepy Creeks. This is a Sleepy Creek 1 3/4. They're a tough little trap, really. Great for multi-species if you're targeting fox, raccoon, occasional coyote. The jaws are nice and everything's nice and smooth on these. These are ones that were made in Berkeley Springs. All I'm going to do to these traps is I night lash this one, level the pan up, and I'm just going to degrease them and put wax on them, put them in the ground. They won't take much of a dye anyways. I think it'll be a waste of time. And I'm not going to spend the time trying to get rust on them right now. Season's getting too close. But just threw a quick night lash on here. That's nothing more than a couple strokes with a file. Level the pan up a little bit. That's quick and easy. And they're just a nice little trap, really. I think they got a 5 3/4 inch jaw spread. Nice and smooth. I have a couple that are offsets. I would have rather had the offsets, but this is what he had, and it was a decent price, so I got a dozen of these. And they have really strong springs. So I like those little traps. We're getting those in the ground. So I'm going to just switch off of me, yak my gums, start a little slideshow, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're out hunting, be safe. If you're getting ready for trapping season, best of luck to everybody out there. Thanks again for tuning in.